So I thought I'd do that Christmas tag thing. What's it called? The holiday traditions tag. There we go. Holiday traditions tag. I've got it. The questions on my iPad, so you'll see me looking down. So first question is, when do you start decorating for Christmas? Basically, any weekend we have time to get the stuff down. So far, we haven't done it this year. We had planned to get a new Christmas tree this year, but we were getting it from Homebase, and they sold out because they're closing down and our shop is now gone. We were going to get one from this. We wanted one of those snow flock ones, so we were going to grab that, but they'd already shut the shop by the time we got there. They were supposed to close at 8 and they were closed by midday. They'd sold everything. So that put a damper on when we were going to do it, and so we haven't actually been in the loft and got the rest of the decorations down. We do have a tree up there, which we'll use again. We just wanted a better one. So yeah, basically whenever we can be bothered to get the decorations down from the loft. No real plan. Okay, so what style do you decorate in? Higgledy-piggledy. We have no style. We find something we like, we buy it. Or I make it, or the kids make it. I try to go more on the natural theme, so holly, mistletoe, pine cones, ivy, yeah, the more natural side, because of course I actually celebrate the winter solstice, so I try to keep it a more natural theme than the gold glittery of Christmas, though I like that, and we do have tinsel and things. So yeah, there's no real style, it's just whatever we fancy. What's your favourite Christmas tradition with the family? Well, every winter solstice we play board games. Because we don't celebrate on Christmas Day and we celebrate on the 21st, we have our feast and everything on the 21st, and we'll usually play a game then. We tend to, if we're not going anywhere else, we will then play board games all day. But now they're older. Mally is now 13, he's our youngest. Kurt's 21, Reese is 19. They don't really want to sit and play board games all day, which is why we're not in a hurry to decorate this year, because they just don't want to. They're over spending family time now, which sucks. But so this year, I don't know what we're doing. Maybe me and Duncan will play games, or maybe Kurt will come down and we'll play Magic the Gathering, because he likes playing that. We play that with him sometimes. So instead of board games, maybe we'll play a card game. We do like card games, actual card games as well, like poker, sevens, rummy, Newmarket. So we may end up playing some cards as well. I don't know, but yeah, usually. Up until this year, we've always done some kind of family game day or night, depending on what we're doing. So that tends to be our family tradition. Favourite place to buy Christmas decor? Wherever's got a sale. I'm not one for paying more than you need to, so in town sometimes you get the odd Christmas shop pop up, or somewhere and there's got a sale on, or Argos has a sale on, or Tesco's have a sale on. Wherever's got a sale. Hence why we were going to Homebase, because they had a 70% sale because they were selling everything. But we didn't get there fast enough. What's your favourite Christmas movie? I don't have a favourite Christmas movie. I love all Christmas movies. I watch them all over and over and over every year. Though I watched the new one this year. What's it called? It was on Netflix. Had Kurt Russell as Father Christmas and Goldie Hawn as Mrs. Claus. Chronicles of Christmas, maybe? I can't remember what it's called. I'm terrible at remembering names. But yeah, I basically watch it, anything and everything, because there's a Christmas movie. I love them all. So no favourites, just them all. Eggnog, hot cocoa or apple cider? Don't drink apple cider. Never had eggnog in my life, but I've read up what it is, and why would anyone drink that? So hot cocoa all the way. I love hot chocolate, especially if you have spray cream and marshmallows and chocolate flaked onto them. So good. Really not good for the diet, really good. And you can even get vegan squirty cream, so it's really cool. Do you leave out cookies for Santa, and if so, what kind? No, we don't. We never did. Though my boys did believe in Santa, we didn't leave out food for Santa. They just wrote a letter. Often they actually refer to him as the Green Man, from their own ideas growing up. I've not raised them in any religion. I am pagan myself, which is why we celebrate on the 21st. Duncan is undecided, but his family were raised celebrating Christmas and things. So you know, they know about Santa and all that, but some they did come up with the Green Man, Fat and Roasted. Mally was more Santa, but we didn't leave in here. Just wrote a letter, behave, say hi. We did do the PNP, so you got a video from Santa saying whether you're on the naughty or nice list, which they used to love. We specifically done it for Mally. The other two knew that it wasn't real, but they played along. They were good as gold for it, bless them. Because obviously there's quite an age gap between them. But yeah, so no, we don't leave anything out for Santa. Never have, never will. Real or artificial tree? Artificial. I am not cutting down a growing, living plant to put inside for a few weeks for my enjoyment. Not happening. No, I will go with an artificial one that gets used over and over every single year. Some of my trees have been 10 years old. I use them and use them and use them. We wanted a new one this year because the last one we bought a few years ago was actually really bad. But no, I'm not cutting down. If I could have a Christmas tree outside growing, I'd have a real one. But I'm never cutting one down and bringing it in the house. I just won't do it. You're welcome to. That's your choice. I just personally don't. What's next? Favourite holiday dessert? Do mince pies count? Because that's about the only thing I look forward to all year is mince pies. And even the gluten-free ones are really nice. So yeah, mince pies. Mince pie and custard is what I tend to have, which Kurt thinks is gross because though he loves custard, hates mince pies. Mally loves mince pies and he's okay with custard. Duncan can't stand either of them and thinks it's disgusting. But I love it. And I don't mind because it means I get it all to myself. And of course it's dairy-free custard as well. So no one will touch my custard because I don't like my dairy-free or gluten-free food. So it gets to be all mine. Let's see. Favourite Christmas cookie? Don't really have one. Don't really do Christmas cookies. I suppose gingerbread. I do like to eat a gingerbread, which I tend to only have around Christmas, though Mally loves this gingerbread and has them all year round. So I wouldn't say it's too Christmassy. It's not really a cookie as such, but that's as close as it can go. Do you open gifts on Christmas Eve? No. We open on the 21st, which is our Christmas day. I don't know why you'd open them earlier. I know a lot of people do. I don't understand why. I don't know. Especially considering those who believe in Santa, he doesn't deliver till Christmas Eve. So how can you open them on Christmas Eve if he hasn't delivered them? But no, we only ever open on the 21st, which is Yule. Or sometimes, anyone who knows the pagan, sometimes Yule is actually the 22nd, or the winter solstice is the 22nd. But we tend to stick to the 21st. We did swap and follow it for many years, but it become a pain in the ass booking it off for work for Duncan, so we just stick to the 21st now because it's just easier for him to book the same day off every year than switching and changing. Do you decorate the Christmas tree yourself? Sort of. Mally normally does it. He's been doing it since he was old enough to safely touch a tree and do it. And he loves it, and he's always done it every year. I don't think he's going to want to do it this year. Now he's 13, he's not particularly interested. So I probably will do it with Duncan this year. But normally Mally would do it. Kurt and Reese would help when they were younger, but then they stopped wanting to help. And so Mally, Duncan and me would get the tree set up, and then we'd pass them and Mally would put them on. Or we'd do the higher ones, or better known as Kurt would do Duncan would do the higher ones, or if Kurt was around he'd do the higher ones because I can't reach either. But yeah, mainly we let the kids do it. It was their thing. I loved seeing what they come up with. So, but yeah, I don't know what we're going to do this year. So this year is new ground because none of the kids are really bothered about celebrating this year, so I don't know what we're going to do. Where do you spend Christmas Day? Well, the winter solstice, 21st, we will spend at home and have our Christmas Day. Then the actual Christmas Day for most of you, the 25th, depends on what's going on. Sometimes we'd go up to Duncan's parents. Sometimes we'd go to my twin sister when she lived in Scotland. We'd travel up and see her. Sometimes we go to my mum, though she's usually with one of my other siblings, so we don't see her on Christmas Day. Normally we see her on the day after or something. Or we just stay at home and play games. On the odd occasion we've had some people come to us who have no one to go to on Christmas Day, and we're like, well, just come to us, we're not doing anything, we'll do a meal, you know. Yeah, to us it's mostly a normal day, so we just play games, watch movies, munch out on any leftover foods, because we have a lot of feasty foods on the 21st and 22nd. Yeah, so it's a pretty quiet day for us while most of you are doing your celebrations. Where do we get to? Number 14, favourite Christmas smell. I don't have one. Those who have stuck around long enough may have noticed that I don't often mention smells or perfumes, things. I was born with blocked sinuses, which means I don't actually smell most things. If it's really strong and pungent, I can smell it, but most everyday things, I don't actually smell them. So I don't have any favourite smells because I don't know what they smell like. And the things that I do smell, I'm not really, you know, not really bothered. So I have no favourite Christmas smell, and I don't think anyone else does. No one's mentioned about wanting things. I tend to do Christmassy smell things, essentials that are aimed at Christmas times, because it just gives that feeling in the air, you know. But I don't actually smell them very well. But it doesn't bother me. So last one, number 15. What is your favourite thing to craft or make during the holidays? I don't have a favourite thing. I just make anything I fancy. I like making things for other people because I get to see their face and they enjoy what I've made them, which I really like. And that doesn't have to be Christmas themed. I'll make all sorts of things. So yeah, I don't have any favourite things to do in Christmas. Yeah, we don't really have any major things. Our closest family tradition is playing board games, you know, which isn't particularly Christmassy. So yeah, there's not really anything special that I like to make. More of a wintry thing, you know. I always made hats and scarves for my nieces and nephews because it gets that time of year and they've always lost the ones I've made them the year before, so I make new ones. But I haven't made them for a few years now because they usually lose them after a week or so, and it's just not worth the effort. So yeah, I don't really have many Christmassy things that we do around here, which might seem sad to some people, but it just doesn't bother us. You know, we give each other gifts, whether they're handmade gifts or shop bought or simple thing of giving someone a lion or a nice bath. It's not the gift that matters, it's the giving and enjoying each other, so we're not really fussed. So yeah, usually if I've got some kind of Disney gift, Duncan will find a way of not being around so that I can watch it and he doesn't have to put up with it. I like my Disney, he doesn't. But yeah, no, there's really not anything special we do. So, but I thought I'd do the tag anyway because it seemed like fun, and hopefully it gets you to know me a little better and know what we do, which isn't much. But hopefully I'll get this edited out and put out today, which is Sunday the 9th of December. But if not, you'll see this at some point in the week. But I'm not going to tag anyone because I think most people have been tagged. If you want to do this and you haven't been tagged, feel free to do it. But otherwise, there's no stress or strain if you don't want to do it. But just a little bit of fun. So yeah, I'm sorry if you haven't been tagged and you're waiting to be tagged. I don't know who has and who hasn't because so many people have. So I'm just going to say I tagged everyone and no one at the same time. Okay, I don't know. I'll see you all soon. You take care. Bye.